Alright, so this is shocking news interviewing Alex Needham on censorship. So, Miss Needham, what is your opinion on nudity and do you feel it is wrong? If so, why?
Well, I believe walking around naked is something that is not accepted into our society, and I believe that I would be pretty uncomfortable if people were walking around naked, so I'm not really a fan of it.
And can you explain why?
I just think that it's not built into the way that we live, and that if people started showing off that much of their body, it could cause confusing problems between people, and I think that it's showing a little too much of what we need to see on a person.
At what age or grade do you feel that children should be educated about sex?
I believe that people or kids just should grow up knowing about sex, because everybody begins to ask questions about sex at different ages. So it can range from age 8 to people start thinking about it, or age 12. So I think that if it was just built into the school system where sex is just something that we're educated about starting at a very young age, rather than the beginning of middle school as it usually is today, it would be a lot easier and a lot less questions would be asked, and people wouldn't be as embarrassed about it.
So do you feel it is right to censor speech in the name of national security?
I believe that the government has a right to protect some things from the people, but I think there's a line on what they can say and not say. So they can't protect really dangerous things, but they can prevent people. Wait, I need to restart. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Shake your mind.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I think that the government has a right to keep their employees from saying some things, but that there's a line, and that okay, that there's
so there's a fine line that
yeah,
that they shouldn't cross.
Yeah, and that they shouldn't do some things. I mean, if there are a bunch of things that they're doing that need to be prevented from being told to the people of their country, that it shouldn't be done. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay. So scientists at Keele University found that swearing does help relieve pain. So do you think that swearing in public places should be accepted as an appropriate expression to anger or pain?
Yeah, I do. I think that swearing should be accepted anywhere, and that it's really not that different from any word. I mean, if it's part of the dictionary, then it should be able to be said anywhere, and if it helps relieve pain, then why not?
So, and final question, very personal, do you feel our contemporary issues class would be productive without self-censorship?
No, I think that the whole reason for contemporary issues is to discuss people's opinions and to say different aspects of problems that are happening in the world today. And so if we couldn't say specific things, if we couldn't talk about sex, if we couldn't talk about drugs because they're not legal, I don't think that our class would be nearly as easy to talk in and as successful as it has been this past term, because in our class people have been able to say whatever they want, and I feel that the more comfortable you are, the more able you are to talk about the subject discussed. So definitely not.
Oh, so you think our class would not be productive if there was self-censorship?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we got through all of them.
37 more seconds to go. Do you have any other things that you want to talk about censorship?
Leave a comment down below, subscribe, favorite this video. Upcoming news story, Chris Birch attacks Jimmy McNiff in the middle of a basketball game, and it interrupts the basketball game, and it also injures 5 different players. Chris Birch is currently being arrested, and but he did fight back with a banana. This has been Shocking News. signing out.